What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another class on Sunday. I am feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling a lot of gratitude, and I like to start every class with a little bit of psychology. Um, I'm feeling a lot of gratitude just for like the last 2 months. I'm not gonna lie. The last 2 months have been hard for sure. Same time every time of the year. So it's gonna be same time next year. It's gonna be just as hard. You're gonna feel the exact same way you do now if you don't do the work. If you do the work, then you will just brush it off your shoulders. You will not be as emotional. You will still be able to execute your system. You will be on top of your risk management. If you've ever I don't know, if you've, I mean, it's not a good analogy. I'm trying to think of a good analogy. If you've been in a bad situation before, like it's just like a thunderstorm, right? Like we know that the cloud comes before the thunderstorm. Like you can see when it's about to rain. You don't have to necessarily check your weather app. And then if it's hurricane season, you already expect it to rain. The market is no different. Like in Q3, you will see the dark clouds. Like you will not have to check your weather app. You already expect it to rain in hurricane season. I live in Miami. It's been sunny maybe 3 days out of 30, right? I expect that because it's hurricane season. Like I know not to go to the pool when I hear thunder, when I see the cloud. I hope this is connecting for people. Like it's just like, so next year, hopefully, if you had a hard time this Q3, it won't be as hard for you mentally next year. The price delivery will probably still be hard, yes, but your mindset will hopefully be mature enough for it to not cloud your vision, not make you emotional. I'll tell you one thing, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. This year, my main focus was not letting the outcome of my trading dictate my personality. Because 2 years prior, I mean, last year, the year before, when price was hard, I would let it shut down my whole day. Like, I would be upset with everyone. I wouldn't get things accomplished outside of trading. Bro, trading, most of y'all not even making no real money from trading yet. So why be upset about it all fucking day to the point where it lets you be mad at your significant other, be mad at your coworkers, mad at your friends, make you want to lock in the house and not do anything? It's not really supposed to be like that. Like, I know we all want to be great at this, so I get it. Me personally, because I've done it myself. I've let everything I'm telling y'all, like everything I ever tell y'all, is because of what I did. Right? Y'all are here to speed up your learning curve. So if I'm telling you something, no matter how, if I'm telling you to a nice way, a soft way, like just listen to it, bro. Because I promise you, I ain't doing it for the health. I'm not even making no money off this shit for real. So just like trust me, I have your best interest at heart. So when I be telling y'all this shit, it's because I already went through it. Like I said, it took me 5 to 6 years to get profitable. It's people here who've been trading less than 2 years who will see results way faster than I ever would, just because they listening and they not gonna bump their head the same way I did. Like I know you still gonna make your mistakes, and that's a part of it. Like no matter what I tell you, you still have to learn your own personality. Like what triggers me in the market may not trigger you, but I'm just telling you based off of my experience and the style I trade. I try to tell you about the traps. I definitely try to tell you about the psychology part of it because that's the biggest part. And a lot of people don't talk about it. They just talk model, and they don't really talk about like how to handle when you've been on a winning streak and now you losing, or what to do after you just got your first payout, or what you do if you've been winning for a long time, now you going through a hard, like what to do if like your significant other don't believe in your trading. Like they not talking to you about this type of stuff. But it's just like I'm just super grateful for these last 2 months because it showed me a lot about myself as a trader and as a mentor. It showed me a lot about running a business when things aren't going good. And it shows me like the grit that I gotta have to do this on both sides, to teach people and deal with their emotions and their issues and not take it personal, and to also just be a trader and still and be a public trader at that. It'd be one thing if I was just by myself and like I was, or maybe if I was just in a group where I could just pop out whenever I won. But no, I gotta let people see the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like my win rate on entries, not really trade ideas, but like on entries, my win rate this month like 41%. And And that's just because like trying to enter, trying to get in and out. Like the trade ideas, I'll say probably like 75% probably. Like I don't really be wrong on the idea. I just get in or get stop hunted, something like that. Maybe take a break even. But either way it go, like still, like everybody is having a harder time. So who the fuck would I be to be like, it shouldn't be like this for me? Why not? We all trade in the same market. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just super grateful for it because it really showed me, and it shows me the difference of like who I used to be. This is the one advantage to being a mentor. I get to see my older self in y'all. So when I see y'all being emotional because you got stop hunted to where you can't take the next trade, I see the person I used to be. And it keeps me far away from being that person. Now it's like, okay, I just got to not act like that. Because that's how I used to act and that wasn't getting me no results. But now I act like this. Or even when I see people who don't make excuses and they still execute no matter how long they've been trading. They just like, okay, we all trade in the same market. We all get stop hunted. We all have losing days. Like, but it's all about like, you know how that saying how life is like, it's like what happens to you and how you respond to it. That's essentially what trading is. Like we all have to trade the same price action. We all pretty much trade in the same model, the same way. Even if you're not trading a champagne model, everybody that's here is trading an ICT. We all trade an algorithm. We all trade a narrative. So it's just like we all got to deal with this shit, right? But it's a difference in people who accept what's going on and they move accordingly. And it's the people who can't accept it and they get emotional and be mad about why it's not how it used to be 2 months ago or why it's not easy. Like, so sometimes that can get frustrating, but it's super motivational to me and I'm grateful for it. Because if this shit was just one linear path that was just all like cake and ice cream, like it was all easy, there would be no growth. And I'm grateful to sit in the position that I sit in because I can see the growth not only in myself as a trader and a mentor, but I can see the growth in certain people and I can see certain people that's not making the growth. I get to see two sides of what to do to succeed and what to do to not succeed. So, I mean, the benefit of being in a group is you guys can also see that. You can look and see who's consistent, who's not. You can see what are the consistent people doing that's got results. What are the people that's just here every day talking and not getting results? What are they doing versus what are the people that's getting results doing? So I know it's been tough the last 2 months, but like I said, I'm super grateful for it. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all should be proud of yourself. If you ain't quit trading and you keep going and you have the resilience no matter how tough it's been, you should be proud of yourself. Because the majority of people, they're going to quit. They're going to make it. Even if they don't quit and they show up every day, they just go through the motions and make excuses. And you should be proud of yourself if you still in the battle, because that's really what it's about. What do you say? Can't fight the yearly cycle. Just flow with the market or else lose your mind. Yeah. And I'm happy, honestly. Like, I don't know if people listen to ICT Shotgun Space on Saturday. Every single thing I've said to the tick in here psychology-wise for the last month, he said it like exactly. He was like, the market is not going to be the same all 12 months. Like, you have to adjust. You cannot bitch about it. You have to adjust. You have to execute. He said this, and y'all know I've been saying this. Stop trying to hold bigger trades. Stop using so much risk. Adjust your plan. Like, expect to adjust your expectation. I don't know if he in my psychology calls or not, but every single thing I said, he said. Stop holding a big trade. Stop trying to do all this extra stuff. Stop trading so much. And today we're gonna look at the charts because we're gonna just look at the charts because I want to see the moves that happen. Because I already know, like when y'all be trading, and I'm watching the times y'all trade, and I be seeing like, okay, this person's trading accumulation. This person's not listening when I said just wait. This person's not getting out when I say you probably want a partial or TP here, and they're just trying to hold through the accumulation at the key level. So we're gonna look at the price action. Because I think people are forgetting the basics, right? They just try to look for the time frame correlation in a market maker model. They are forgetting the basics of discount and premium. They are forgetting the basics of time and price. They are forgetting, and this is the one that's really killing people. They are forgetting the basics of how the market works, expansion, accumulation. Like they are forgetting where they're at, and they get chopped in a blender because they train the accumulation because the move already didn't happen, and now they trying to get in after, like, it's not supposed to accumulate at the key level. And now they mad that it's not just, they blaming the price. Oh, price action sucks. The price delivery sucks. No, It just expanded for 200 points, and now it's in a key level. So what that it's at a macro? That don't mean just because it's a macro, it's supposed to go. You still in accumulation because it already expanded. So we're gonna look at all that because we just got to get back and do the work. You know what I'm saying? Like with trading, you get to a certain level to where you feel like you don't got to do certain things no more, and that's true. But a lot of people think they at that level before they actually there. So we gonna do the work together and see what's up. Vic said life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you respond. Yeah, it's true. That's something I got to work on too, because I don't always have the best responses to people, to life, to all that stuff. But it is what it is. So before we get into it, let's talk some house things, house rules and stuff, updates. Hopefully, I'll be moving into my new office within the next week or two, and I'm trying to decide how I'm gonna do this, but I'm trying to go probably away from chat and doing things like more live classes, more breakdowns. Even if I'm just trading, I don't say nothing. I just got my screen up. It may be a little bit less value for y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It may be a little bit less valuable, but I feel like it will save me headaches in other areas. Like I'm not gonna be in there chatting with y'all all day about nothing. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna work. Like we're gonna have to work. And it just is what it is. Like we gotta put the work in. So another thing is I gotta figure out how I wanna balance the mentorship aspect of this. Because there are people. Oh, my neck. So I was watching this seminar for like 2 hours yesterday, and I can tell by watching it that the people who are my marketing team, who's a lot of like the huge people's, like a lot of the huge traders marketing team, as some of y'all know, I could tell that they learned that from this. So I was watching it, and a big part that I noticed that I'm missing in my mentorship is accountability. And that's the most important part. I let y'all, it's like too much free reign, but that's also because my mentorship is not expensive. But like I said, and like I've been saying, everybody has like, I'm like the most responsive, one of the most responsive mentors you're going to meet. Like if you hit me up, I'm going to answer your question. Like no matter what it is, no matter if you're a premium member or not, like I'm literally going to hold your hand through the whole process. Everybody has that same opportunity, same access to me. Some of y'all have it more than not because y'all have my damn number. But what I'm saying is there are people in the group who take advantage of that and there are people who don't. Right? The people who are taking advantage of that, who hit me up every day for accountability, like I'm basically their accountability partner. Like they're telling me their trade idea before they take it. They telling me how they feel. They showing me, they know they got to show me their P&L by the end of the day. They got to show me their charts, how many times they didn't overtrade it. And I see what that's doing. And now I'm realizing, like, for one, my mentorship way too cheap. For two, I probably got to go high ticket so it can be worth it for me to every day with 30 days with people. It'll be longer than 30 days, but like, I swear to God, it's crazy, bro. Y'all will see like in a couple days, couple weeks, like the people that start to come out, it's crazy, bro. Like that really what it is. Like the people that is, it's mind blowing to me. I'm not even gonna lie. It's really mind blowing to me because it don't matter where they at in their journey, how long they've been trading my model. It's just like they getting results because I'm just seeing the difference is accountability. But I don't really have the time or the energy to hold everybody to make people be accountable. You know what I'm saying? These people, they're doing it on their own because they want to get better. And like I'm telling you, like the last probably 10 people in testimonials, that's them. And it's about to be about 3 or 4 more this week that are just like 1 or 2 trades away from their next payout. So when I see shit like that, and I know that these are like people that are just like, these can be newer traders. Like I don't even want to go down that whole thing, but accountability is for sure the difference. And it almost like make me kind of mad at myself because I should be just forcing everybody to be accountable, but I can't do that. Like I can't force people to do it. Like you either gotta want it or not. But it's just crazy. Like I can sit here and talk about it all day because it's like mind blowing. Like it's mind blowing to see the difference between People who want it, people who don't. Bro said try that, bro. He talking about with the live stream. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But this is another thing though. Silver Grid. It's a couple of prop firms and companies that's wanting me to live stream on their platform. So I gotta figure out how that's gonna work, like how many days they want me to do it and stuff like that. And I also really do want to put people in subgroups, like 3 or 4 people, and then just trade live with them. Cause I don't know, when we be in a group setting like this, people be scared to like speak their mind, but they'll message me behind the scenes and stuff like that. So I don't know, bro. I mean, I kind of get like why, but all right. So let's look at what we're looking at for the week. And I'm telling y'all again, before y'all have the same opportunity now. If y'all need accountability partner, either find one in the group, or if you want me to be it, like just please, bro. Because I'm telling you, that is the only difference. Because ain't no way we still trade. We all trade the same price action, but some people got results and some people don't. It just shouldn't. It should not happen that way. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, y'all can see my screen. Let me know if y'all can. He said do 15K mentorship. I'll be selling myself short if I did that, to be honest. But no, I ain't gonna do that. I know who Zusi uses for his I know how much Zusi makes a month. And it'll make y'all throw up if y'all really knew. Y'all think that 15K, he laughing at y'all right now for clowning him about that 15K mentorship. He probably make that like a week before the mentorship. Bro. He probably made like 15K a week, I think. So he laughing at y'all right now. Like, it was a smart play, honestly. Yeah, from his Discord. Yeah. Because the same people who runs his back end, they want me to switch to their platform. And it's crazy because y'all actually know the person. He's actually in our group. Y'all actually know the person who does the sales for that company that he uses. So I've seen his back end, to be honest. Because that was like one of the pitches. Like, come over here, this is how much Zusi's making. But why you giving all this gossip with no names? Because the names don't matter. I never lied to y'all once. Nothing. I've never lied to y'all about anything ever. So it's no. The name shouldn't even matter. Y'all should just know that. Too many people who also teach call him out for being a loser. Yeah, they just mad he making more money than them, to be real. I mean, I don't think he should charge 15K. I don't think he's that good. He's not transparent enough, and I don't want to say like an age thing, but like trading is so much bigger than the charts. Like, you actually have to know a little bit about life to be a good trader. And he ain't even had a legal drink yet. So I really don't believe in that, to be honest. But gossip hits the soul better with names. No. All right. I feel like it was something else I wanted to tell y'all too, but I forgot. I want to start doing back testing sessions and stuff like that. Maybe. I'm going to tell y'all. I forgot. If it come back up, I'll tell you. But let's look at what we're looking at for the week. It's definitely not graph. Monday, here, I got this orange folder on here for y'all. Y'all requested this. I don't really care about orange folder news because it's so hit or miss that it's not really that impactful for me. But I got it on here for y'all. I mean, I guess that can help y'all justify trading on a non-news day. Y'all can trade whatever days y'all want. I'm not gonna lie. Unless you working with me personally, unless you were doing like an accountability thing, I'm really not gonna be strict on you. I'm kind of gonna let y'all just do what y'all want, unless you reach out to me and be like, yo, I want to lock in for 30 days, 60 days, whatever, before I actually create this high ticket mentorship. I'm kind of gonna let y'all just do what y'all want. So if y'all want to trade every day, do it. But if you want to lock in with me, I'm not trading no it's NFP week this week. So actually, Monday might get traded. Now that I think about it, Monday through Wednesday maybe get traded. Maybe it's NFP week. It's the only exception I make. But also, it's the end of the quarter. That's right. Fuck. That's what I meant. I'm probably not gonna trade Monday and Tuesday. Just get me to Q4. I want right here, October. Get me Q4. I'm done with Q3, to be honest. Like, it's been enough. But no news Monday. Tuesday, we got 10 a.m. news. And then Wednesday, October 1st, we got 10 a.m. news. And then Thursday, what is this? Unemployment claims. Yes, sir. We got a lot of good news this week, man. And then Friday, NFP. Now, y'all know NFP, price can usually accumulate before then. So look at this week like you should have been looking at Q3, which is to not be trying to hold big ass trades. If you got to 1-to-1 your ass to the finish line, do that. Don't let your ego go. Don't be trying to do the most in these slower conditions. Like, be smart. So that's what I'm looking at for this week. I'll probably trade Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday after NFP. I don't know about Monday and Tuesday yet. I be saying I ain't gonna trade, but then the shit it be so easy. I have to sometimes, but we'll see. Cause I really want to focus on getting in my new spot and just doing that, so I can do some bigger things. I've outgrown my current spot. It's been real. All right, can y'all still see my screen or no? Hold on, I might have to stop sharing again. We're about to get right into the charts. You can still see my chart. I'm about to get right into it. All right, thank you. I want to do some shit to make this shit fun again, bro. I know it's hard to have fun when you getting clapped every day, but I don't know, bro. Because it's the hard part about where a lot of you are right now. Like, you have found, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong on this. I know a lot of y'all have like found your edge. You may or may not have made money in the market, and you was feeling good until like a month or two ago. You was feeling confident. You was feeling like, you know what I'm saying? You was feeling like this is it until a month or two ago. And then it switched up and it fucked up your momentum. And now your confidence is lower. And now you got to build it back up. You got to stay confident. You really got to practice acceptance. I know we've talked about this so many times, but you really got to not let like the outcome of what the market is doing. You got to separate yourself, the trader, from yourself, the person. Like, it's two different things. You got to play the long game. We got to stop letting like these short-term results and these bad weeks and these bad days. We got to stop letting that affect our personality off the charts. Like, I just remember last year when it was tough, I didn't want to go to the gym. I didn't want to hang out with my friends. I didn't want to do things I like, bro. We cannot be doing that. We still got to do everything else. You get clapped in the market, still take your ass to the gym with the same energy as if you did not get clapped in the market. Because you know, when we have a good day, let's say you one and done in the market, your ass be happy go lucky like a motherfucker. You be in the gym feeling like Superman. You be just feeling like that guy or that woman. Like, it got to be the same regardless, bro. That's where real confidence is. Real confidence don't come from results. It come from a self-belief of just knowing like it's going to be straight. And I know it's probably easier said than done, but like, it got to be that way. You'll see. Y'all probably remember it next year. Be like, damn, last year I was emotional. This year I'm still, regardless of the outcome, I'm still great. Like, all right, so this is the NASDAQ. We're going to get right into it. This is the weekly chart. Small weekly doji. We just had, a lot of expansion with the last week. Listen, price been kind of decent since the rate cuts. I'm not gonna lie, like, it ain't been the easiest, but it has been moving. So I be trying to have a little sympathy, but it's only so much sympathy I can have when people still get results and the market's still moving. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so let's look at this daily. Let's actually go to a cleaner chart. All right, so I want y'all to pay attention to a few things. The key levels be the key levels. They be marked so well. They literally a cheat code. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. First of all, let's see these daily fair value gaps right here. See this daily order block right here. Boom, fair value gap, fair value gap. You see the halfway being respected so nicely. Let me zoom in. These key levels, I don't know, bro. They just make life so much easier because you just follow them from one key level to the next. Let's go to the 4-hour. All right, so this is where I got my fib at right here. On this swing that took these lows, the last run down before the run up here. Let me get The last run down here before the run up, my fib's there, right? So you see that fib? You see the -2 here, the -2.5. Look at the bodies here. See that? Now I said last week or the week before with these same exact key levels, I said we at the -2.5 expect it to pull back before it goes higher. It could blast it, but because of how it was hanging around in there, I said it could come back before it. That's exactly what it did. It went down. It rejected. The -4 is up there. So, if it continues going higher, that'll be my target, the halfway point right here. And then there. You can also break this down into quadrants. Everything is broken down in quadrants. ICT talking about it right now a lot, but he's not teaching nothing that none of y'all don't already know. Everything that he teaching now, he already taught. I didn't retaught. Other people didn't taught. It ain't nothing different. You should be breaking the quadrants down on gaps, on wicks. I already told y'all gaps is wicks. You can break it down on order block. You can break it down on anything. So this little range right here, you can break it down into quadrants and just be ready to partial at all of them. So this is where we at right now. So we're going to talk about this week for sure on the NASDAQ. Let me actually go to my other chart. All right. So this is the range I've been working with. This swing low, this swing high as well. You see the 50% down here. Down here, I'm buying. Above it, I'm probably selling. Unless we continue to disrespect these PD arrays, then I'll buy. But I think a lot of people forget about premium and discount, and they wonder why when they trying to sell down here, it don't work. Well, we have an order block here. We got fair value gaps here, and we in the OTE part of a range, delivering out of a daily gap and a 4-hour gap and a 4-hour order block. Is there a reason why the weekly gap isn't marked up? Let me see. This one right here, is that the one? It's just far. That's the only reason I ain't got it marked. I had it marked, but took it off once we got away from it. But yeah, just because I'm trying not to have a lot of stuff on my chart, and price got to go through these key levels before it gets to the weekly gap. So that's the only reason it's not marked. But it's for sure valid, especially if we get through these. You know what I'm saying? For sure valid. The way these ranges be a lot smaller these days, if you stack a lot of key levels, it start looking like this. So that's really why. But the 4-hour chart on everything is looking pretty decent, not gonna lie. Nas, now y'all, we're gonna have the same headache. Let me go ahead and here. Here we go, zoomed in, okay. It's a 15-minute gap here. 4-hour order block, negative right here. See that? 4-hour order block, positive right there. So we were between PD arrays. Y'all see this bouncing between PD arrays? I'm not gonna lie, it'd be hard to watch sometimes because we just gotta pay attention to these PD arrays. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to just be like, I told y'all. I don't want to keep saying I told y'all. Like, I told you not to try to hold through this. I told you to take profit. I don't want to keep saying that. Just please be aware of these because we can't, it's not just going to trade through it. Like, this is a 4-hour chart. These 4-hour gaps, it ain't just going one minute candle not about to just blast through here just to give you a TP to pass your challenge. It's not going to happen. So we got to be aware of these key levels and know that if we keep bouncing between this range, it's going to still be hard. Because what else do you have? You have these wicks. Wicks are gaps. So if you put quadrants on that, it's going to bounce off of those levels. These wicks here, these wicks is going to bounce off of these levels. That's why I don't like trying to sell. Like, I know a lot of people try to do this, and this was such a bad habit of mine. This is such a bad habit of mine until I corrected it. So you know how you got this wick right here? Especially y'all be, data wick, right? If you try to short, which is what I did right here, this is a perfect example, actually. So you see this long ass wick. You see my entry right here where I tried to short before getting my mind right. It's such a bad idea to try to do that because this wick is a gap and there's quadrants on it. And this wick is a gap too. And this whole thing is a gap. So when you're trying to short just to go down there, this going to bounce price. So I hate shorting into wicks. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people try to short into that wick. They try to short into all these wicks right here. And bruh, look at look right here. Here, I'm gonna just do this for y'all. And this is how I know I'm getting back in my old bag, because this is shit I used to be on. You see this wick right here? Look at this halfway point. That's not luck. You know what I'm saying? It's algorithmic. So pay attention to this type of stuff. Stop trying to take shortcuts and think you can just because you press buy and you trade the champagne model, the best model ever. No, just playing. Just because you trade the model, you think it's gonna blast through. It's not gonna happen like that. Like, it's gonna give you a headache. It's gonna bounce back and forth. That's why I don't mind that my win rate is lower this month, because I'm still making money because of trade management, risk management, and my expectations are managed. I know that if I'm trying to buy through a level like this, it's going to bounce around. So when it start going against me, I'm not taking that full loss, because I know what it is. Until we look like we strongly displacing through the level, fuck it. I'll take 5 break evens if I need to, because I got to protect my capital, because I know the move still, if it ain't going down, then it's still holding, then it's still an opportunity. We can't be crying when we trying to sell through key levels and it's bouncing against us. Like, that's all that's happening. And then y'all will look at it after like, oh, it's between two key levels. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody thought this was just about to fly. This wick rejection right here. Guess what? It did fly. It bounced right off this 4-hour order block, this 4-hour fair value gap, this delivered from this daily level, and this order block over here in a discount below the 50. It did fly, but it flew right to the 4-hour fair value gap in the order block in a premium. If you go from high to low, halfway point here, it's hitting a PDA rate in a premium. So we gotta just stop just expecting it to do what we want it to do. That's such a tough pill to swallow, is to stop trading off of hopium. Stop thinking God loves you and God gonna make it go through. No, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm God believer, Jesus believer too. But sometimes he ain't got nothing to do with this. It take accountability, bro, because like, it's just, let's see. Let me see the 1 hour real quick. Okay. It's just different because, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit right now, right? When I be mad, I am rarely mad at the market. If I'm mad at the market, it's because it's clapping everybody and we can't grow as a group collectively, because it's making things so much harder for people. And I'm like, God, I be telling myself, like, I'm just trying to put y'all in my shoes from a mentor. Like, fuck, I done helped all these people. I did all this work. I done did all this blah, 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 all this content for people to grow. And now the market fucking up their momentum, because the market could just be easy and let them do what they've been practicing, but they want to switch shit up now and like make smaller ranges and move slower and drop at the open and accumulate during macros. And that should be super frustrating to me, but I realize I can't control that. It ain't nothing I can do. So I kind of just gotta, just roll with the punches. But I'll give y'all a prime example. When I traded before Powell's speech, I was not mad that the market was consolidated. I was mad at myself for doing that dumbass shit, right? Like, we know how price moving right now, but we still use the same risk. We still trade the same amount of times. Like, why are we over trading when we know the market is in a phase of like consolidation? You know what I'm saying? So most people, when they be mad, they don't really be mad at the market. They be mad at themselves, because the market is not making you take 10 trades. It's not making you get chopped in a blender. It's not making you use your normal risk. It's not making you over leverage and blow your funded account. I promise you, it's not the market fault. It's not Donald Trump fault. It's not Joe Biden fault. It's not my fault. It's not ICT fault. It's your fault. 100% your fault. You press the button that many times. It's your fault. And I know people be like mad about the market and they really just be mad at themselves, but kind of don't want to admit it. But that's where the growth comes in. So let me take off this indicator real quick. I hope people could just like be nicer to themselves, man, because that's really what it's about. Too many people expecting perfection. Like, they think just because they got one payout, they supposed to just keep coming, and the market ain't never supposed to be hard again because they got a payout. No, bro, it's gonna get harder. More money, more problems. So boom, we got equal highs here, down to a key level. We're starting to curl, right? You see the halfway point of this 4-hour gap. We starting to curl up out of there. Also got to watch the range from high to low, and just it's going to be hard to trade in this 50% area. So once if we start bouncing up and doing this, then yeah, great. But it also could do this and continue this model, right? So as always, be prepared for both. Expect to trade in smaller ranges. When you go to ES, I want you to see that same 4-hour gap. I got all the 4-hour charts marked from last night. Screenshotted that I'm gonna drop in the group right after class. But here's your 4-hour gap on ES. Same thing in between key levels here, here. But this looks a little bit more bullish than Nas. But the bodies are still respecting it perfectly. So it could still very easily reverse from here. Watch this wick. Because if it starts to reverse, it could bounce off this wick. So watch that. If it goes higher, you should probably be watching this IFEG right here. Watch that halfway point and see how it plays around that. If it's rejecting the halfway point, because even if it runs like this fair value gap as manipulation, it could bounce off of this halfway point and come back down. So just watch that. If it sits above it, then obviously probably aim up here. But if not, then yeah, expect it to come back down. YM, let's look at the YM 4-hour fair value gap. It has one too. There's YM. It closed above it, then it came back down. Again, the bodies are respecting it. Wick's doing a little bit of the damage, so got to see where it opens up and what it does over tonight. That'll be the deciding factor if I trade tomorrow. What it does tonight. Like if London stays above the CE of these 4-hour gaps, maybe I'll try to long it. But if it doesn't, and it starts to break the halfway point of this wick, I would say, then I would consider selling to equal lows here. Lows in the gap. Just got to see what it does. I'm going to look at gold real quick. Dixie on point based off of all the key levels I had. I said it could possibly go back to the 50% of the range last week. That's exactly what it did. EU did the same, opposite. So everything in key levels as far as Dixie, EU, 100% accurate. So Forex traders, everything is there for the last 2 weeks. Key levels, everything perfect. It's perfect market maker buy model right here. Only thing is now it's bought back to the halfway point. I don't know if it's going to complete it or if it's going to reverse, but right now it's looking pretty bullish. I don't know how bullish it's going to be with this up here and all that, but obviously the opposite for EU. Very simple stuff. So that's nice. All right, I want to go look at Nas. I want to go look at the price action every day this week. And then I'll try to run through some of y'all trades real quick. But I want to look at the price action on a 15-minute chart and see what people have been missing, what people have been seeing. All right. All right. All right, let's just start with Friday. I did not trade. I took some paper trades on Friday. Oh, a paper trade on Friday. Come on. All right, so I'll just break down the ideas. So first one, I think I tried to go long here or thought about going long. 12 a.m. open, dip down, bounce up, kind of just going sideways. Get a lot of displacement to the high. And the mistake that I made on this long was it was between key levels. You know, again, the same expectations of trying to just trade through these key levels like they don't matter. They matter. So, boom. Even though it was a 15-minute gap, we had SMT down here too. I mean, honestly, I probably would take this trade. I would take the same trade every time, but the key level was there. And I would have had a good partial if I didn't trade Nas, if I would have taken YM or ES. I didn't take any of this anyway, but like just markup wise, ES and YM actually was a great trade here because they actually went at least up here before rejecting. But I think their 4-hour gap was a little different too. But yeah, so let's go to the 1 minute real quick. All right. So 1 minute right here. So obviously thought this was manipulation at the 9:30. And like I said, this was actually a very decent play. I actually did. Oh, yeah, I did. I paper traded this. I thought I just marked it. I paper traded this and took a partial and then got stopped in profit. I showed y'all this too in the group. This was just a good curl down into a key level. It happened to be SMT at the top, but it's manipulation down here. Got in, boom, boom, price bouncing between these key levels. People were so upset about this too. They were so upset that this just wasn't blasting. I'm like, how can y'all expect it to just blast a 1 minute chart? It would just blast through a 4-hour gap, bro. It's not. It's never just gonna be that easy, unless it's like truly trying to get there, and it's like not. So boom, halfway point. I took a partial, put stop it in profit. Stop got hit right there, and then from there, once I see price got SMT at the top coming off a 4-hour gap, the 15-minute not holding. Anything 1 minute off of that you can get down here back to this key level, and that's exactly what I did. I actually live recorded this right here, but I still got to edit it. But the cook up on this was insane. Let me zoom in so y'all can see the details before I do the video. But obviously a little low considering that the key level was right here, but that's why I got a lot of bounce back, because like that line, this is why I got a lot of bounce back and forth. My original TP was over the top of this order block that I have marked, entered, bounce back and forth, bounce back and forth. Once I started seeing this wick get respected right here and the halfway point of that order block, like you see how it's the same, the halfway, I like how ICT said it in his space. I be calling like double confluence, but he says when they agree with each other. So you got this order block right here with the up close candle, then the down close broke it right there. So you see the line there. The halfway point is called mean threshold. See how it's the same exact halfway point as this wick? They agree with each other. And it just kept bouncing. And then once I noticed how strong this level was, because it was the double confluence, I just lowered it there just to flex for the video. And it just, yeah, look at this wick right here. Come on, I hate when I do that. All right, so there's another order block. Let me just move this shit over. So order block right here, boom, right? And I was watching this wick right here. And I'm like, okay, if this finna lose and price finna fly off this rejection, then this halfway point should be respected. The halfway point did not get respected. So I'm like, oh, okay, another order block, boom, boom. And then this wick right here, the halfway point, look at that. It's not by luck, man. And you're going to see me in a video. I'm physically doing this as price is live moving. I'm watching these wicks. I'm putting this here. I'm seeing, I'm like controlling price, it looked like. And then it just dropped to the key level perfectly. Look at that. Perfectly. And then they reverse, right? People was trying to hold this deeper. I'm like, bro, why try to hold this deeper? Like, you know how price been, and I don't even think it was red for the news. So anyway, again, I always tell y'all, sell side of the curve, buy side of the curve. Price is fractal. These are mini market maker models. This is not holding anymore. This key level right here is not holding, right? So when that happens, and if price is truly going to switch sides of the curve, you want to see buy side of the curve holding. So once this fails, look at this. This one right here did not hold, right? But you have a fair value gap here. You got a bullish fair value gap right there. Let's just do boom, right? You also got a tiny IFVG right there. Curve switch. People was trying to sell this right here, and I'm like, oh my god, bro. It's like people trying to sell this right here just because they trying to chase the big move. And the 4 hour candle do come into play. Like, of course, the daily candle was bearish as hell, but if you trying to catch a reversal, you at least got to be in line with the 4 hour at bare minimum. So right now, in this time, I think the 4 hour that opened at 10 a.m., it was still bearish, right? Because the 10 a.m. candle opens over here. The 4 hour candle opened up, went a little higher, accumulate, boom. It's bearish, right? But notice this entry over here, right? Because like when it goes back up here, it's starting to flip bullish, right? You got this order block right here, these down close candles. As soon as that break it, you can enter here if you want. But you can also wait, right? Price come back down. People try to sell this. This was actually a great sell that a lot of y'all took. Y'all took the sell off this IFVG right here. But y'all know where y'all fucked up too. The people who took this, y'all know exactly where y'all fucked up at. Y'all should have been out right there on that order block. Y'all try to do this. This is what y'all try to do. Try to take a perfect trade. Ignore this big ass green box, which is a 15-minute level. Ignore the bullish SMT, the 1 minute order block, all this stuff. Y'all try to ignore this 4 hour order block that we in the blue line. Y'all try to ignore all of that and trade down here, and then price reversed on you. And then you was upset because you know you should have been out here. Look how perfect this gave you extra. I ain't gonna lie. This should have been the exit right here on this order block. Look, swing low, swing high. 50% mark right there. This is a discount array. You are selling in premium and you are not taking profit in discount. Why? Because you're greedy and you don't listen to your mentor. So you want price to come all the way down here. So price, of course, doesn't do that. And it holds this bullish order block here. Again, this got disrespected. Look at the bullish order block, how many times it holds. Right there, right there, right there, right there. So when do you get into a trade like this, right? Wait on time and price. See this order block? This same order block. 1 minute order block here. The green level is a 15-minute key level. This blue line is a 4 hour order block. The 4 hour candle, it opened up over here. This is 12. Let's look at this as a 12 a.m. It's a 4 hour candle, 10 a.m. Look how price dips down, right? And then starts to. So look, on time and price, 11:04. Got this fair value gap right here holding. The same order block hitting 11:04. That's macro. If you want to enter early, you could have. You would have had to send a little drawdown, but macro right here, 10:50 to 11:10. Boom, stop loss underneath the bottom. Really, stop loss should have probably been under here, but stop loss underneath. PD arrays like fair value gap. This order block. The body's on the order block right there, right on this order block, and then boom, there you go. Bullish or bearish PD arrays in here. You got fair value gap, not holding. You got order block right there, bearish order block, not holding. So boom, these down close candles become a change of state of delivery. So even if you missed the entry I'm talking about, there's this, right? These down close candles is a change in state of delivery. I hate drawing this too. I ain't gonna lie. I hate like this looks like a dick. I hate fucking drawing it. But that's trying to get my point across. See that? See the halfway point right there? Boom, look at that. Look at it again. Change the state of delivery, order block right there. Where's the halfway point? Right here. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, and it collides with this one. Boom. So people are still trying to sell this, and look what it did. Bounce off the order block. That is a propulsion block. This order block and this order block is a propulsion block. Look at this. So now, And I hope y'all are like paying attention to what the fuck is going on, because it's a lot of value that I'm talking. I don't even got to look at every single day. It's enough examples in this one example right here. So now let's talk about the market cycles. Because remember at the beginning of the class, I said a lot of people forget about market cycles and they forget about premium and discount. All right. Hold on, let me make sure this is still recording. All right, we good. All right, so let's look at this. This is near the open, right? And this is why I be telling people stop fucking with the open. So we get what we get. All right, we get expansion, accumulation, reversal, expansion, basically. Right? Boom. We get to a key level off the expansion. It's actually here. Expansion, accumulation, expansion. Down to the key level. What do we expect to happen at a key level? Accumulation. That accumulation creates an order block. We expand, and then we basically, and this is accumulation. This is all accumulation, right? Expand a little bit, accumulation, expansion. Back into the 15-minute key level, this 15-minute gap. Bruh, a lot of people fuck their account up right here. Because they try to go in here and they dealt with this little chop and it made them. But we in a key level. So when price goes from accumulation, expansion into a key level, it's supposed to accumulate again. And then it just basically just like did nothing for the rest of the day because it was in a key level. This key level up here that it hit, this key level right here that it hit, it just accumulated all throughout here. So we got to start paying attention to accumulation and expansion because, I mean, and we be on point with it too. Yeah, looking for a sell in that 15-minute area is so deadly. You just gotta, the pocket's so little, you just gotta know where you at. That's all it is. We be on point though. This is the thing I'm gonna say about the group. We know when this shit accumulates, like, or expands in pre-market. Like when it has a big move in pre-market, we can see that good. The thing is, where we fuck up at, if we still try to trade that first macro when we know it's probably gonna get accumulated too. Let me just see the rest of this week real quick, and then we get up out of here. I do kind of want to take just a quick peek at y'all trades though. So here, right? Large move in pre-market, it gets to a key level, and it don't do too much. It give you one move, right? And then it basically start doing nothing. Let me just see this move actually. This actually wasn't that bad. Bar replay. All right, so key level down here, 4-hour gap, 15-minute right there. Tried to go short at first. This short was honestly kind of stupid, but yeah, I mean, the daily candle and a 4-hour candle was bearish, and I tried to use this as a breaker. It didn't work that good, which is why I be fucking hating breakers sometimes. But I kind of knew that, okay, this is the sell side of the curve, but I figured we might take a little bit longer of a dip and surpass this 15-minute breaker to go down to this daily level before curling. And all price did was stop ahead of time, which I'm okay with because we got all this up here. So I'm okay with that, right? Paying for information. It ain't going to always just be one and done. So this one I'm looking for. I'm looking to see, okay, this not holding no more, right? Let's see if this bullish PD raise was going to hold. This didn't hold. It went through it. So I'm like, all right, maybe we still go down. But then you just got to wait and see, right? Then I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, we looking good, right? I took a loss there, and then I got in again when this held because the bullish PD rate didn't hold. Even though this one didn't hold, the bullish PD rate didn't hold, and then this one held. So I'm in again. Fair value got right there holding. I'm like, yeah, we going. But then we had SMT, per usual. And then, boom, that go back up. So now I'm like, this doesn't hold. So as soon as I see some bullish PD rays holding, I'm good. Here's the first one that held right there. Boom, right? I don't want to mark too much, but I just want y'all to see this. Boom, right? And then you got to think about the change of state of delivery right here. Because a lot of y'all saying, I don't see entry. It be there. Down close candle right there. Put a tag right here on the body. This is another thing too. A lot of people fuck up because they always waiting on some perfect retest. It ain't always going to retest perfectly, especially not in Q3. It's not going to happen. If you are waiting on perfection in Q3, you probably had a hard Q3. I'm not even going to lie to you. You got to be in the flow of the market sometimes. This is still an order block. Like, think about if this was a 1 minute order block and you was entering on second chart. You probably get your retest in this 1 minute candle right here. You probably so you just got to kind of assume sometimes. You got to think fractal without actually having to see it fractal. This is a good loss to take if you took it. B say your breakdowns on women are crazy, fam, especially when it's loud too. Yeah, I gotta get back. See, I used to do this all the time, like, but I gotta get back in my bag on it. I ain't gonna lie, because sometimes trading get too easy and you feel like you don't gotta do it, but I forget that it's people that still need to see this shit. All right, so boom, that didn't hold. This held order block there. That's 2 bullish PD arrays that's holding right there. This is also a breakaway gap. You want this to retest. Why? When there's a swing high in it. It's not going to retest. You don't want it to retest. If you going long, you don't want this to retest. That's why it'd be killing me when I be in a trade sometime. Y'all be like, pull back, pull back. I'll be like, no, bro. You don't want it to pull back. You just got to miss the trade, because if it pull back and you try to get in, it's going to be low probability, because this should be a breakaway gap. It shouldn't pull back. It should be left open. That shows that the market is truly bullish. So if you want it to pull back just because you miss your opportunity, it's going to pull back and then it's going to clap you. So that's what it is. They said last week there was a lot of institutional order flow entry drills. It usually is when the ranges are smaller, because you're not seeing a lot of big candles stretch out. So you'll see these wicks. Like, see this wick right here? And people don't be watching these details, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I do a one-on-one with somebody, it blow their mind, like how detailed I am. See this wick? It's not on accident. That's art, bro. See this wick? That's not on accident. That's art, bro. So it's just like, you gotta pay attention to this type of stuff. So yeah, that held right there. I could have went there. This is a macro. It's 950. But I waited a little bit again here too. Hold on. These down close candles becomes an order block. Look at the retest. Boom. Look at that. So nice. This was so fucking nice. This reminded me of like the like Q4, Q1, Q2. That's what I'm saying, bro. I can't really have no excuses with y'all, because like this still happens. And this was a day I traded, so I actually took it. So this small loss right here, who gives a fuck? This more than covered it. And this was 2 small losses. This one trade covered 2 small losses. I ain't over leverage or nothing to do with, bro. It's just the trade was better. Like, when it go, it's gonna go. All right, so let's just look at this, right? Expansion. It hits a key level, like running this liquidity that's in a premium, right? If you went from high to low, we above the 50 up here. It hit a key level, and look what it's doing. It's accumulating. So what come after accumulation? Either a reversal or expansion. Look at that. What y'all see, right? What do y'all see? What is this? Hits a key level, accumulates, Judas swing, power of 3, bro. This is fucking easy. That's why I be mad about it, because like this should be fucking easy, man. I mean, it ain't easy, but like we know what it is. All right, so let's look at. I think the 1 minute in that play actually retested either that Friday. Yeah, they usually do. Last week, how do you figure out where to put the stop loss? I would have included the fair value gap you have and the stop loss at the CE, but I don't know if that's PTA because of bad. That's nothing. That's good for sure. That's good as long as you adjust your risk with it. If you're talking about this right here, anywhere here is good. I mean, this a lot of points. I usually don't have no 80, but it depends on where you got it, like where you get in. Like if you got in here, then 55, that's good. But if you got in up here somewhere, like let's say you got in off that order block right there or any of these IFEGs, I'll probably, I'm up here somewhere with it. Another thing too is you got to judge how these candles moving. If they printing big and fast like that, then you can kind of like ride with the momentum if all of your confluences are there. But I'm probably going something like this because the order block is here, right? We below the halfway point of that with the stop loss. We below this breakaway gap with the stop loss. We below this little IFEG, this bearish breaker. So it should be enough to where like it should hold a lot of this stuff, right? Here probably at the absolute, that's 65 points. The absolute, and even that is if your target is up here, like for you, example, Andrea, you had a perfect target on this because I remember you saying the 8:30 open. I'm pretty sure it was you and a couple others saying like 8:30 open. But 8:30 open up here, any of these targets, even if you just went 1-to-1 off of these highs, like the RR is still there. That's why it's more so about your narrative and where price is most likely to go versus just like you making money. Like if you know we more than likely supposed to go all the way up here, okay, then you can give your stop loss a little room. You ain't gotta be up here. You can give it a little bit of breathing room because you know you ain't expecting it to go higher. And the RR will still be good. That's still risking 70 points to win 130. It's almost a 1-to-2. And it's a solid trade with no drawdown. Institutional order flow entry drill, Andrea. That's what let me show you an example. Like these type of shit right here, where it's like no gap, but price, this right here, how price make this wick come down, touch this candle, it cover up where you think a gap may be, and then goes. It's like a little bit more advanced, but we got videos on it for sure. Like this right here, like this type of stuff. Candle open up, hit the previous wick when we think it's gonna be a gap, goes. Stuff like that. I give a healthy stop loss if the higher time frame set shows me. Yeah. It's just the conditions. When it comes to stop losses for me, it's like, I mean, I kind of naturally do it now, but it's just like, how's the market moving? Is it moving choppy? Like, do I need to, you know what I'm saying? It's just the conditions. Because, like, if the conditions are good, it don't really matter where you put your stop loss if you on the right side of the market. Y'all already know we can tuck that thing tight. We can tuck it right here. And they see it just go. Like, this was a day where price action was very solid. So it wasn't no pullbacks. The breakaway gaps got respected. When price sloppy, these breakaway gaps, price will chop in there. And then if your stop loss too tight, you gonna get chopped and like, I'm tired of getting stop hunting, and then it's gonna go and you're gonna be mad. Like, why price gotta stop hunt? Like, nah, we just gotta lock in. Time is at 1:11. Let me just look to see if I'm missing what else. Shorts here. Let me see something. All right, so obviously this is just on a 1-minute chart, but look here. This is a 930 candle. This we got a higher time frame bearish order block right here. I want to say it's probably off the run up of this and then down. It's bearish order block. Also got a bearish breaker. So at the open, price ran up, took buy side liquidity. I think it gave us SMT too somewhere up here. And then from there, this was a tough trade too. Very tough trade, but see the bearish order block right there? Boom. Stop loss gotta be in a good place. I'm telling you, when it's conditions like this, because why? Let's just talk about why my stop loss is right there. This is accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So this is expansion. We expand down into a key level, which is this blue line right here, 12 a.m. open as well. So I expect it to be a little bit of choppiness, right? A lot of times, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of times in my trades, I might end up catching this whole, I might end up catching the accumulation, the manipulation, and the distribution. Stop loss just got to be somewhere tight so this don't hurt me. But sometimes I will get in early because sometimes I want this whole move versus getting in, you know what I'm saying? Because in this move, you get a little bit of accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. But then it drops down, boom. So TP there. And then it looked like it's going to curl, Okay, if this is failing, right? If the bearish side of the curve is failing, the buy side need to hold, right? We got bullish order blocks, we got fair value gaps, and need to hold. If this don't hold, y'all already know what time it is. Engineered liquidity. Daily candle, bearish. 4 hour, bearish. But if it do hold, then expect it to go long. Ugly, ugly, ugly. And then it eventually goes, I think. Yeah. But look how ugly this was. Expansion, accumulation, expansion, accumulation. A little bit of expansion. Um, and then obviously, let me just zoom out so y'all can see it. Obviously. And this was such a nice play because this was a play that I gave like I think on last Sunday, where I told y'all like mark these key levels. This is my range. This is my dealing range. Low, high, halfway point. Above premium, I'm trying to sell back to discount. I told y'all that last week. A lot of people still try to buy up here. I even try to take a buy or two up here. But I said this 4 hour gap right here, if price hold that, I'm going back to discount. Bro, this was so nice because that's exactly what happened. It held that halfway point. Look at that. Right to discount. So this week was pretty solid in my opinion. If you had a hard time, it's okay. Times are getting better. The market is getting a little bit better. So don't beat yourself up. Just try to stay confident. What time is it? 1:14. Let me see something real quick. I do want to look at y'all trades real quick. I ain't looked at y'all. I mean, I look at them myself, but I do want to just run through some of y'all wins. The losses, there is more to learn from the losses, to be honest. And I know y'all probably barely posted in there, but I do just want to skim through some of y'all wins. Because sometimes I got to remind y'all that y'all the shit. Like, price can be hard, but like, bro, we elite, we still be winning. This week was what, the 23rd, 24th? 4 hour, 5 minute, 1 minute. Yo, Yeezy. Shout out to everybody at Testimonials, too. Shout out to everybody at Testimonials. Remember, so this week, I'm going to give you another chance. This week, put your small wins in there. Like, I just want to break this down real quick. If you make a goal today, this is what I want everybody to do on this call. Make a goal today that you want to focus on this week. If you're trading this week, make a goal like, okay, I want to not take more than a certain amount of trades in a day. I want to not over risk. I want to take A+ setups only. I want to trade only red folder. I want to meditate every day. I want to track my habits every day. I want to go to the gym. I want to read a book. Find some type of small win, because these small wins is what I promise you, bro. I promise you it's not about the end goal. It's about what you do to get there. Like, everything can be related to the gym. You do not just start looking like The Rock the first day you work out. No, you take small steps of consistency, and it's going to lead you to the looking like The Rock if you play the long game and not the short game. So try to find some type of small goal to work on this week. I'm going to start doing it with y'all. For me, I mean, my small goals are always the same, but I don't know if I should make a different section for it or something, but we got to find a way to just be great together. Like, y'all want to be a family, we got to be a family for real. Like, we got to have accountability all the way around. We can't just, like, be coming in and popping in and out when it's good and when it's bad, like not doing the same things, bro. That's not respectable. You got to be the same even when it's tough, because we don't have control of the outcome. This is clean, yo. This is a very clean trade. No drawdown, stop loss good, great partial, even better partial, great exit. Love everything about this trade, bro. 4 hour, 5 minute, 1 minute with the EU on the sale. There you go. Get in line with that daily. Get in line with that 4 hour, that daily candle. I mean, a lot of y'all can honestly probably just make money trading a 10 a.m. 4 hour candle if you just like be a little patient. That's why the 950 macro is my favorite one, because that new 4 hour candle open, it'll accumulate a little bit, slide one way, and then Judah swing the other way. V with the bullish daily profile, 1 hour, 5 minute, little CM5. What chart is this? I can't tell what chart this is, but I guess it's an entry. 4 hour order block down there. Bearish daily profile. He took some sales. Nice. 950 was whack. 1050 did what it needed to do. That's usually how it happened. One macro accumulate, the next one. Not short, 1050, 1 hour, 15-minute, one, so double confluence, TP dealing range. Silver grid is somebody who use the dealing ranges the way you're supposed to use them. See, he's another one, bro. He's another one that hit me up every day. This what I'm looking for. This my dealing ranges. Me and you got the same levels, Mark. And y'all wonder why he be killing shit, bro. Like, J-Mo, daily, 4 hour, 15, 1 minute bearish S&T. This had everything. Good shit, my boy. Definitely happy to see my boy J-Mo in here. Good shit, J-Mo. 1 hour, 15, 1 minute. Playing off the same dealing ranges. Amazing. 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 1 hour, 15, 1 minute. Gold. Gold definitely back on my radar for sure. Same thing. Dealing range. Prices fractal. Time frame correlation. In line with the daily or the 4 hour candle. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Bearish daily profile, 1 hour, 5 minute. That's another thing too. If y'all feel like y'all getting chopped too much on the 1 minute with like the CM1, like the 4 hour, 15, 1 minute, trade the 1 hour and the 5 minute. Cause I be telling y'all when y'all in the trade, and I know some of y'all be hating when I say this, but if you take a trade and that 1 minute is tearing your emotions up, stop looking at the 1 minute chart and look at the 5 minute chart or the 15 minute. So that 1 minute ain't making your emotions go up and down every time you think it's about to go to your TP. Cause on a 5 minute, it won't be moving as volatile. It'll just be kind of, I ain't saying enter out the 5 minute unless the 1 hour is there. I'm saying if you end on a 15 minute and a one, and that 1 minute bouncing a lot, and you feel yourself getting nervous or anxiety, watch the 5 minute or watch the 15 minute. Pippi counter trend, love that. Daily candle bearish, 1 hour, 5 minute, 1 minute breaker entry, amazing. Knowing where she at in the market, that's an A+ champagne model. Yes, Lord. Yes, now Pippi. Now Pippi. I'm gonna let you slide on that one. Well, I know you're gonna watch the video. Don't be doing that. Don't be adding positions this close to your TP. But I get it though. Sometimes it's just make you want to fucking squeeze every piece of juice out that bitch when they give a good move. Daily profile, daily order block, 4 hour, 1 minute. Good shit. Curl. Very nice. Very nice. This was nice. This on YM. I took the same trade on Nas. Very nice. Love the wick. Got that mark. Love the fair value gap. Love it. Shout out to Yo Yeezy getting that good withdrawal this week. Boom. Great partial. That's what I'm talking about, yo. You're putting in that fucking work, bro. Putting in that motherfucking work. I like how you challenging yourself a lot more too, yo. I know you on this call. I like how you, cause like I know one of your things has always been like wanting to like hold longer trades. I can see you making an effort with how you are being so particular about your runners. Cause these is all like the same exact places like I would have runners at. So I know you paying attention to the right stuff and trying to stretch it out for longer. Because Q4 loaded, and you already know that golf club coming out, we sending that thing to the wall. So good shit, bro. Good shit, like, not even just about the trade, but just, like, pushing yourself to grow. Real shit. I peep game on everything. So trust me. It is not go unnoticed, my guy. Good shit, but I can't really tell what's going on here. Bullish, 4 hour for. I can't really tell what's going on with the from the one screenshot. But he look like he winning, so good shit. It's a good sell for sure. 15 minutes, yeah. It's good shit, V. Daily profile, bearish, 4 hour bull for 15 minutes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And Dreezy. And Dreezy. Yes, ma'am. This is good stuff. This is great stuff. Great exit. Great exit. My God, great exit, bro. See? Close here, still getting used to ankle. Fact that you stick the high knots fail, maybe think it's going to reverse. And you were accurate to say that because it do usually happen like that. So this is great. Miss entry here. That's okay. Still good. This is good. This is very good. That's why I can't let y'all make excuses, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Not saying her particularly, but because the market's still moving and y'all still know what to do. So it's like, how can I not? If I see you not being great, when I know you capable of greatness, how can I not say anything to y'all? Like, and I'm learning that I just have to not say anything, but it's like, it's very hard for me to do that as a mentor. Like, when I know y'all are capable of shit like this, Vicious in the group talking about how he hate Futures and Nas this and that, but he doing shit like this. So what are we doing? Like, why even? Not saying he complaining, but like, why do we are capable of doing this? And that's what I had. That's why I say I'm grateful for the last 2 months, because like, we so blessed to have this skill set and we all capable of doing stuff like this. So why do we complain like the couple of times that it don't work out? I don't mind complaining and venting and just getting it off. I'd rather you do that than hold it in and let it bottle up. But like, why complain to the point where we just wake up upset? Like, oh, it's gonna be shit today. Or like, we complain through all the macros to the point where we don't even see the entry because we type it in the group how upset we are instead of looking at the fucking chart. That's my issue, bro. I ain't saying don't complain. It's just like, look at this, bro. Like this, look at this, bro. This is a great fucking trade. Like, I know this shit be tough, but I mean, shit. What we gonna miss out on? We gonna miss out on these moves because it's tough. This is amazing work. Kobe is another one who hit me up every day, bro. Look at this. Look at his confluences, bro. Daily, 4 hour, 15, 1 minute. Like, look at this, bro. Every day. This is muscle memory for him now because he consistently hold himself accountable to hitting me up to show me what he gonna do and what he did do. And now he just like, it's like a Steph Curry free throw. Same thing with Vicious if he get out his own way. It's a good trade. A little bit high up, a good trade. I would have liked it to be in here, but I guess because of time, yeah. This is actually lunch. Good shit. My boy Immortal, first trade short. Trades clash. I didn't know what to do, so I left it to play out. Got to do that, especially at where you at right now. You got to do that. You got to let shit play out, see how it goes sometime. First trade short, 4 hour 15. Bit bearish at the time, 1 minute. Again, too, my boy Immortal. If this daily, because you said it's a bit bearish. If this is not that clear, go to that 4 hour PO3 for a little bit better confirmation. Because you might be like, the daily a doji, but then you might look at the 4 hour, be like, oh, the 4 hour already accumulated, manipulated, and then Judas swung. So that might give you a little bit of extra confirmation. It definitely does for me, especially if it's after 10 a.m. Second trade long, 4 hour balanced price range, 15 minute, 1 minute IVG. I always forget the 4 hour candle. Yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, I'm not even going to lie to you. I could be wrong about this, but in your free time, look through my trade recaps. I may use that 4 hour candle more than I use the daily candle. Like, I'm still always aware if we're above or below the 12 a.m. But especially with the 950 macro, I really use that 10 a.m. a lot. Even if I'm using a daily and I'm on a 950, that 10 a.m. candle kick in and it really be getting me there. So I don't want to just say like, because even Biggie had said something to me the other day. He was like, the 4 hour profile greater than the daily. I was like, bro, please don't think like that. Because it may be true, especially if you trade a New York session after 10 a.m. But please don't think like that because then you'll disregard the daily candle. So you got to pay attention to them both. But let's see. This is 4 hour. This is 15 minute. It's between key levels too. Right there, right there. So expect it to be a little choppy. All right, so the first time you try to short for a 1-to-1, that stop loss way too big. If you gotta take a trade with a stop loss this big, don't take it. It's too big. Because you probably could have went in here somewhere with your stop loss. Because it's not a bad sell, but the key level right here, you expected to go through a key level and this order block right here. I think this is that same day a lot of people actually try to do that. But this one was good. This one was a lot better. Waited for the curl, waited for some things to respect. It's a lot better. And then let me just look at y'all losses real quick because I know that's gonna be quick. I know y'all be putting shit in here. All right, so that's the same trade we just looked at. 1 hour, 5 minute, 1 minute fair value gap. This had the right idea. It just didn't go at this time. It just accumulated. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that this actually did curl a lot later, like hours later. But it stayed on this key level. Yeah, it stayed on this key level for a very long time and then went. So you definitely had the right idea. Good trade for sure. Just accumulated a lot longer. I can't. He said nice. Oh, okay, this is a trade here. 4 hour, 15, 1 minute. So he was obviously correct. Just a lot of accumulation. I mean, look, I really just got good at not. It still happens sometimes, but very rarely do I get put in a blender like that because I'm really paying attention to, okay, it just accumulated. Am I think it's just going to accumulate more? No, bro. Or it just expanded. Do I think it's just going to go directly and expand again? It's probably not. So you get accumulation, you get expansion, accumulation, and reversal. So just try to pay attention to that. That's the only thing. Great notes here, Andrea, for sure. Profile bearish display. I actually looked at this earlier. Displays 15 minute. Closed early since I realized PA was failing to go higher, equal lows below. 4 hours flipping bull. I assume the daily could follow. That's a valid thought. Usually, like the daily candle trump the 4 hour, but I see what you're saying. Like, because the 4 hour should start showing signs faster than the daily should in this situation. So that's a valid thought. Order block negative form to 1 minute. Order block negative form displacement 1 minute. Trades 2 and 3. I should not have been made since price was ranging. I should have taken the first L, waited till 11:15. Valid. It's just these wicks, man. These wicks be fucking people up because they really do matter. Like, I know people probably like not looking at this wick right here, but look at the halfway point of it, right? And people just probably just don't see that yet. But that was great journaling, honestly. And this was a tough day because we did have SMT on top and bottom, which usually equals a range like this. I gotta be better about that too, because sometimes I'll see SMT on top or bottom and I'll still trade, just trying to anticipate it getting broken. I gotta be better about that. This is I just want to say this too, bro. With the way that price action is, I know this class, I said we was gonna be out of here at 1. We about to get out of here. With the way price action is, I'm not gonna lie, like, you got two choices. You can either not trade, or you can just know that your win rate is gonna be this is what I did, right? I can easily just not trade. I ain't gonna blame it on me having bills or none of that shit. I could still not trade. I can go find another way to make some money instead of just like the stress that the market is causing. But I made a decision that I'm okay with my win rate being lower. I'm still going to trade. I'm still going to take risk on these same type of trades like this. I'm still going to take the risk. I understand that I'm going to lose more. And that's why I'm so specific and on top of my trade management and my risk management, because I know I'm walking into the day like, okay, I'm probably going to lose twice today. But that trade that I do with going to cover all that. That's how I'm thinking. Like, of course, I'd rather be one and done, but my expectations are a little lower because of where we at in the market, the season, all that. So you can either not trade, or you can just accept the fact that you're going to lose more and then protect your money and protect your mental health and your emotions. That is one or two things. Ain't no in between. It ain't until we get to like Q4 and solid stretch out. You just got to know that this is how it's going to be. So you got to make the decision on what you're going to do. I made a decision. I have a lower win rate. I'm still making money. It does not feel good to have a lower win rate. It does not feel good to call losing trades, to be losing in front of people. But it do feel good to still be able to operate my daily life in the midst of hard trading conditions and not let it make me crash out like it used to. So yeah, this is just accumulation. But I like the ideas for sure. It's just a little chop. That's all. And this is just tough. It ain't nothing you can really do about that. But I know you good with your risk management, so good shit. Miss Gotet. I'm gonna try to decipher it myself since you ain't want to give me no description. I don't blame you sometimes though. All right, so accumulation, expansion, accumulation. That's all it was. These all just growing pains. Ain't nothing negative I got to say about this at all. These are growing pains. Eventually, after seeing this so many times, and there's a lot of like fake displacement in here. That's probably what hurts the most because it does look like Judas swings to displacement, but it's just accumulating. So the more and more y'all trade, especially that's why I was saying I was grateful for like these last 2 quarters. You start to like notice this a little bit quicker, and then you stop trying to trade it as much. I'm not sure what day this was on. I don't know if that had anything to do with like before Powell's speech, but this is just holy accumulation, bro. Like it's not supposed to do this. It don't normally do this. So as long as you ain't blow your account on them type of abnormal days, same thing here. Obviously good idea, but just accumulation. Expand it down into a key level, and then now it's accumulating. Elijah been actually doing really good. He's another one who been hitting me up every day. He's been doing really good though. All right. I have been trying to be better at noticing how Asia, London pre-market, SMT will be a while. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you got some of the best patience in here, Andrew. I ain't gonna lie, cause you be saying it like no, I'm gonna wait. No, it's doing this, and you be right like a lot of the time. So I hope y'all like even I was saying that to Knots the other day too, cause Knots be like, I wouldn't take that. All right, so good. That's a good trait. Like if you're not that risky, then good. That can be your edge. Like if you're more patient, that can be your edge. You don't have to like feel FOMO just because I took the risk. I'm a risky trader. I have the capital and the experience to kind of do so, and the time. So like y'all have really good traits, some of y'all, and I just hope y'all notice it. But then I lost and took the trade I waited for it. I mean, you're gonna lose trades for sure. That could be the frustrating part for sure. But we gotta input don't equal output. And I'm mad I didn't get to do like the last 2 psychology calls because it is some important shit I want to talk about. But just because you was patient and you waited, don't mean that trade is gonna win. You could still lose that trade. You could still win a trade if you're not patient. So that's just the frustrating part. That I feel you on that. But I hope you know, like in the long run, that's gonna be a power trait for you. Like I hope Andrea know in the long run, her patience and her ability to not have FOMO, even though she in a group with hella people that got FOMO, that's going to be a superpower in the future. So I hope y'all kind of like lean into that and just accept what comes with that. Okay, I'm a more patient trader, so I may miss some moves. I may lose some of the moves that I wait on, but I feel good knowing that I waited on an A+ setup versus just taking some risky trade at the open that may or may not win. Like I don't get no FOMO when I see people trade every day at the open and take that opening move, because I know that that's not my thing. I just champion them, but that don't mean I'm gonna do it. I could do it, but that's not my thing. I'd rather get clapped at the 950 macro instead of the open. But all right, y'all. That's all I really got for today. Good shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We've been doing all right. Price starting to move a little bit. The resilience is there. We're gonna keep putting in this work. We're gonna keep doing more detailed breakdowns. And yeah, man. It's Q4 this week. I'm fucking excited. Y'all should be too. Hit me up. if you're a premium member, non-premium member, hit me up, man, and really take advantage of the accountability partner while I have the time and energy to do it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you even a non-premium member, and you need an accountability partner, hit me up. If y'all don't want me to be an accountability partner because y'all scared I'm gonna cuss you out, that's fine. Get with somebody else in the group and y'all two do it. All right, y'all. If you have any questions, just hit me up. Y'all know how to find me. Peace. Thank you.